What's up, everybody? If you're new, welcome to The Shuffle with Kimberly Epphone, where we like to rock card games. This is going to be the fourth shuffle. So I've been doing this series reacting to a card game called NWO Deluxe Edition. It's by Steve Jackson Games. And please note that this is only for fun and entertainment purposes, much like everything I do on this channel as well as my other channel. How you choose to interpret the entertainment is entirely up to you. With that being said, if you're suffering from any sort of crisis, such as paranoia, anxiety, depression, or feelings of self-harm or dependency issues, please either reach out to a therapist or contact your nearest crisis center for urgent treatment and care. This is only for fun, and I don't wish bad things for anybody. I want everybody to be okay. With that being said, I'm going to draw 3 different cards from 4 different categories. I put them into the categories of power cards, tactical cards, judgment cards, and defense cards. Power card 1, Teflon Coating. And it says, play this card when a personality is attacked and an enemy media group's involved. All media attacks accounted so far are canceled, and no other media groups may aid the attackers. So, interesting that this is the first power card that I'm playing. The reason why I play it as a power card is because once a media group attacks me, I can take the experience in, just let it sink in for a little while. But that energy also needs to be sent back somewhere, right? Because if the attack becomes ineffective against us and it doesn't destroy us, it would double the effects of the attacker or specific media group as they end up getting back what was sent our way. So now you're just getting double for your trouble. And I know the card says the attacks are canceled, and I know it also says no other media groups may aid the attackers. Heck, I'm going to go the extra mile in this case and say, if anything, I welcome other media groups to attack those media groups that attack me, or may have even done it to somebody else in the past, since I'm unsatisfied with my judgment. Power card 2, Earth Magic. It says, play this card to help protect a place against a disaster. Any magic groups in play use an action token to oppose the attack. Alright, my crypto bros. I know I've got enemies. Who's a secret admirer that's cheering me on behind the scenes and low-key trying to help me out? I'm curious about that because in this case I give you permission to use an action token, my crypto bro. So if any magic groups want to help a brother out, I won't hold you at gunpoint, you know? Now the Earth Magic card could be considered somewhat symbolic since I drew it as a power play for protection. I already knew I was rocking the Life in Danger on Crenshaw, Canada, but I needed to draw some sort of protection. Help is always welcome, so do what you want with that. But since you can see the stones in this Earth Magic card, and since I've drawn it for protection, I almost feel like it's fated that I rock an additional runestone to this card. So whatever comes out of the bag will be the judgment of the overall energy. It could mean the universe is going to protect me on Crenshaw. How the people who secretly cheer me on are going to come to my defense, and also how the universe will judge people who come against me and attack me. Whether that's using people who hold titles to defend me, come against my attackers, or just universal law where a tornado just scoops a few people up who choose to bother me and plan my ending. Let's see what comes out of the bag, I'll let you know. Alright, we've got this symbol here. I actually don't really know what it means. I have to look up the definition, but I'm just gonna channel the overall energy and voice my opinion on it. Hard to say what this one means. I'm a little stumbled about it. But the fact that I drew this with Earth Magic, when I post it on the screen, what the true definition of it means will really tell the story regarding the current energy. Now we're going to move on to Power Card 3, Vultures. It says, capitalizing on the disorder caused by a rival's attack. You subvert key personnel. Soon you will make your own move. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to share a little secret with you regarding this. I kind of already have made my own moves. If you watch my main channel, you may pick up what I'm saying regarding that. Now the rest of the card, my snackaroo baby booze, says, play this card after a rival plays a group from his own hand, fails to take it over, and discards it. Place the discarded group card in your own hand. Alright, check you out, Mr. Jewelry, with your fancy gold watch. Somebody get you one of those paper crowns because you just won a prize. You're laying there in the sand now and the vulture's towering over top of you. I kind of like that. It's somewhat symbolic to what I was saying when I first drew this card. However, if I can respond in my own way after the group decides to attack, I have no problem using their own plot as leverage to give myself power. Even though that sounds more like a defense card, the power itself is the fact that they already made the decision to attack. Now gold watch is laid out in the sand, so wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. I will absolutely put that discarded failed takeover in my own inventory and use it for additional power and protection. We aren't going to draw a rune because gold watch is already laid out by his own actions as he lays there in the sand. Let's move on to the next set of cards, which will be tactical cards. In case my power cards were not already tactical enough already. Tactical card 1, Mutual Betrayal. Play this card at any time. It requires an additional action by one group. Pick one rival. You may look at all of the hidden plot cards. After looking, you may expose any or all of them, as long as you also expose an equal number of your own plots. Well, even though I don't exactly hide anything that I do, you could say if any of my actions were strategic, I would already be exposing my moves naturally to those who choose to cause me problems, and they would watch and come to understand that. But since we're on the subject, and since the card says to expose hidden plot cards, I'm going to give it my best shot. Let me get some music for this. We'll make it more suspenseful. I could see several hidden plot cards which tell a story without literally spelling it out, but speaking with the truest of intentions. And who am I to deny the hidden plot cards? The first one is the trendy little catfish illusionist. So we got a love bomber who seeks out people who have been potentially betrayed a lot. In this case, me, because they feel like if we can always get betrayed, that we must be overly desperate for love or loyalty, right? Well, not exactly. It is because of the actions already taken that we are skeptical about anybody claiming they give a shit about us at all. But since we're rocking the mutual betrayal card, here comes love, baby. Here it comes, baby. Okay, so yeah, I flirted with you. I flirted with a lot of other girls, but they probably all wanted the same outcome, which was my destruction. Does that mean I love them? Nah. The mutual betrayal card encourages others around those who choose to betray others to do the most to get involved, because it's trendy and fun. Maybe y'all even love the love bomb scammers as much as you claim. Prove it to me. Your betrayal is encouraged. Another hidden plot card is, hey, I'm just really worried about you and I'm checking up on you because remember that one time when you were experiencing some issues? Do you remember? Well, ma'am and or sir. I mean, I remember a lot of things from my past, but it's not where I live. I'm not the same person anymore, ma'am and or sir. But if you choose to continue to dangle my past over me like a carrot, I would love to spell out the fact that in this tactical draw, that not only do you have the worst intentions for me, but you are doing the most to repeat closed out cycles, which I've long moved on from. And for that reason, I encourage other people to betray you if they want to. It's fun and it's trendy, it's sporty, and that's the mutual betrayal card, baby. Ain't no fun when the universal energy's got the gun. Let's keep going. Hey, I really missed you a lot, and I know it's been a long time since we talked, but I'm just checking up on you because I love you so much. and I think about you all the time. Oh, mutual betrayal energy, still fresh in this next hidden plot. Didn't you fuck me over like 4 years ago and now you're trying to play nice, act all innocent, and pretend like you didn't fuck me over? Nah, I'm good. Stay in your lane, but if anybody wants to betray you, who you do value in your life, they have my permission. The last hidden plot I'll reveal is, we got a great new opportunity coming your way. Just sign that document. It's going to be a win-win situation for everybody. Oh, okay. So the same people or person involved within a specific group would have cheered for my funeral, but now they got a sweet deal for me now. Oh, okay. I wonder if their opinion changed. I highly doubt it, but let's see. Here's my reaction to that. Not only will I never sign anything or ever agree to work with any of you regarding anything because I know who you are, because of your deceptive, conniving, manipulative, sneaky, and cunning nature, I choose to banish you as well as your entire group from my energy. But I strongly encourage others to rock that mutual betrayal card, since betrayal is very cool, trendy, and sporty. Now that we rock the mutual betrayal card, let my tactical approach be known and revealed. I revealed the hidden plots regarding me from my enemies, and it's time to rock a rune to provide insight as well as possible judgment towards those who would betray me. I've already called out the hidden plots, I've already mentioned the betrayals, and I encouraged others to betray people who betray me back. If they get tired of being loyal to a delusional freak of nature, then they can rock how they choose to rock. Let's draw from the rune in this bag and see how we rock. Alright, so we've got this. Could be symbolic. What is the universe trying to tell me about this? I'm going to put it on the screen and I'll let you guys know. Just channeling the energy though is a lot of betrayal, a lot of deceptive nature, a lot of cunning, conniving, manipulation, a lot of lies, abuse of power, doing the most to take innocent people and involve them in something that they shouldn't be involved in. It's an interesting energy there. Tactical card 2. The feminists give an extra 3 to destroy any liberal group or any conservative group. By using the feminist actions, you can randomly draw one group from the hand of any rival. If the group is liberal, it goes into your hand. Otherwise, give it back. So, okay, in this case, it's a very interesting tactical draw. I don't like to pick and choose sides in politics or any religious belief system, group, or cultural background. I've always just existed in the middle. I've never chosen sides, but I just want to get along with everybody and be cool with everyone, but that's not how things work. Judging by the current overall energy, I've been fucked over a lot by liberal feminism, but I've also been fucked over a lot by conservative alpha maleism, and sometimes feminism works its way into conservative alpha maleism. Hard to tell which one fucked me harder, but I've never really chosen sides at all. Going by the energy of this draw and the tactical approach, though, I'm going to say, since I have no problem with women empowering themselves, and I see a lot of issues with political-based authoritarianism, telling people how to be men as well as how to live their lives, I'm going to rock the liberal choice as a tactical approach. Not to say both liberalism and conservative didn't both fuck me. I'd rather just take on my enemy is my friend approach, even if I have no friends, and you can't even buy that type of tunnel vision at the liquor store, fellas. I can't make this shit up. Let's get down. So, dear feminist liberals, conservatives have a lot of issues with women being able to make their own decisions, like choosing to birth children. Conservative authoritarianism also has issues with people's sexuality, what they identify as, and hosts ongoing societal alpha male assessment tests. Listen, I don't give a shit if a woman or a man is my boss. I only care if the boss is a good leader or a bad leader. And since I'm getting strong tunnel vision at this time, I welcome liberal feminism to unleash hell on conservative authoritarianism. Tactical card 3, offshore banks. This group is immune to attacks by government, corporate or criminal groups. The offshore banks are used to reorganize phony corporations. You may move any group to control any legal position once per turn. Well, how diddly-dee there, neighbor. Okay, so we're using this tactical card for one turn because it's an interesting situation. Crazy how symbolic it is that this is my third tactical shuffle, even if it has ties to the second politically based tactical card I just drew. It's like, bro, I know we're very giddy about the situation because it's a joking matter, but the reason why it's a tactical draw is because I know people have stolen money from me before, and I know the money has been moved around. So that's an interesting take on the overall energy, isn't it, bro? Take a sip of that like a pint going down. The offshore banks are immune to attacks, but the group or multiple groups I could potentially influence into a legal position may not be able to personally attack the offshore accounts. However, they have the power and authority to return my money back to me, which was stolen. It's like tunnel vision hitting that third beer out of the six-pack, bro. I know it's goofy and trendy. We're all having fun here. Let's do our skits and have a good time, but any group who has that legal authority is welcome to return my money to me. And see how this card, we have the washing machine along with the bills hanging out to dry. Something a person who greatly betrayed me once said was, all things come out in the wash, and that's very symbolic. Let's just draw a rune to determine the overall energy, potential fate of those who steal money from me, as well as those who allow it, those who abuse their power, and they take advantage of people for their own ignorance. Whatever comes out the bag will be their judgment, and whoever's rocking with me from a legal standpoint, I appreciate you. Bang, bang. Let's get it on. Okay. How come this comes out all the time? I don't know. That's been an ongoing thing when I started using runes. The F could be like the initial of a specific person. It doesn't have to be. It could be just somebody being an arrogant Frenchman. I don't know. Judgment card 1. Midas Mill. Gold from seawater. Gold to fuel the plots of the Illuminati. The power of your Illuminati and global group both increased by 2. Or to any coastal group, give it global power equal to its regular power. This is an interesting one. It's under the natural assumption that even though I don't pick and choose sides, I know both Illuminati-based groups as well as global groups pretty much all have specific powers and influences. But not all of them get along with each other from what I'm coming to see and understand. And that's even somewhat symbolic to my last draw regarding the offshore banks tactical shuffle. Anyways, we're just going to hate on some tyrants today, my bros. Who wants to bully a tyrant? Who wants to bully a corrupt organization? Who wants to embarrass a bunch of cowards and dicks? To the point of them totally losing their shit, glitching out, and going into overdrive where the loony bins cannot even contain all of these glitched out, failed scientific experiments. We appreciate their contributions to science, and it's unfortunate that they'll have to be put away. Let's continue. I know I want to rock that energy because it's sexy, fun, cool, sporty, and trendy, and I'm ready to unleash it, baby. Let's get it on. The more you bully the tyrants and the oppressors, the greater potential chance of reward. Much seen like in this card where the unique Gadget artifact is just pouring out gold, because I believe in doing the right thing, and being ethical is the greatest achievement you can ever accomplish. Might as well turn doing the right thing into gold, right? That's how we do it. That's the judgment to those who abuse power, take advantage of people, and look down on average citizens like they are rodents. Yes, sir, it is time to call an exterminator. Just ask any toxic social media platform. Move on. In the name of T1000. Judgment card 2 and Stay Dead says play this card immediately after any group has been destroyed or discarded by any player. It requires an action by a magic group. The destroyed group is gone forever. No card or special ability can revive it. Alright, so this is a judgment card, basically saying If you fuck with me from 6 days till Sunday, I can't just limit myself to lyrically cooking you for my own enjoyment and sport. I really want to go the extra mile here and encourage other people to get involved with taking you down, so that way when I make my intentions known and I speak it to the universe, not only are my ancestral forces and supernatural energies at play, we do the hocus pocus and give them the okie dokie to those who abuse power, don't understand the responsibility of it, and are not even really capable of maintaining it because they're already glitching out. But let's keep it going. Really go all in on their downfall just to ensure they stay gone. Like, not literally unalive, but you know what I mean. Make them completely powerless to destroy innocent people because they are as guilty as Sir Dahmer on a Sunday afternoon. I don't feel it needs a rune. I said what I said. Let's move on to Judgment Card 3. Annual Convention. Tragically, the organization's yearly meeting was on the path of destruction. Surprise, surprise. What a tragedy. Play this card immediately after a place has been destroyed or devastated. It's an instant attack to destroy an organization in play. The power is 12 if the affected place was completely destroyed, or 9 if it was merely devastated. Groups capable of magic or weird science can interfere either for or against the attack. Other groups can aid either side. So it's an interesting draw for the third judgment because based on my assessment, whatever it was seems totally unfair and biased. So I'm questioning now as I draw this judgment card, who's on my side? Or is there anybody who was originally against me before, but now they're actually for me and they changed their mind? That's what interests me about this draw. The weird science stuff can go hard like a parallel universe or an energy shift. The magic groups are what they are. I don't believe they all have a one-track mind. It's more or less the annual convention going to shit, despite how great the sex was, as we can see on this card. I mean, congratulations, you had some great sex, but you've already lost a lot of money, you've lost time, you've lost energy, and you've wasted resources by choosing to bother people, and you don't let shit go. And I know the crackheads out there are really excited about this too, right? Because they can't sleep. They can't sleep, and they're all giddy and they're feeling pretty. But who's on my team? Who's going to rock with crackheads forever while giving that money and providing the rock to them? Or are you going to support me? Are you tired of giving the crackhead the crack rock? Because I don't choose sides, but I believe they may have chosen the wrong person to come against. It's very symbolic. Let's draw a rune to determine judgment, because a rune on the third shuffle of my judgment goes a little bit harder in the overall energy, I think. So we've got this one. I don't know what it means. When I draw it on the screen, I'll let you know, but the overall energy, there's a lot of betrayal, a lot of lies and nonsense, people telling lies, people abusing their power. Defense card 1, agent in place. It says play this card at any time. Requires an action of one group with a power of 4 or more. Pick one rival. You may look at all of his hidden plot cards and discard one. Okay, well, since my judgment card 3 is already tied into the biggest hidden plots, it's pretty much self-explanatory about the continued cancellations of the same group with the same behavioral patterns. So we have the agent in place using his mustard bottle walkie-talkie. We've already established that ketchup is a vegetable in previous plays, but the agent's there with his mustard and he's on site. I'm calling action for the agent to work his magic on the destructive and unethical group who is stoned for religious extremism and cares not who they choose to put into the middle of it, just as long as they get it done, because they don't give a shit about ethics or who's innocent or guilty. The mustard bottle is ethical, right? The mustard bottle is a powerhouse, and the mustard bottle agent is the card I have chosen to draw for my own personal defense. It's not enough for the group to lose money. It's not enough for the group to lie, break laws, and abuse resources. We really need more action from Colonel Mustard, so let's rock. Defense card 2, stock split. It says play this card at any time to give 10 power or resistance to any corporate group you control. If used for defense, the bonus lasts until the end of the turn. Good for defense only and does not count towards goals. Alright, so in this case we discuss how a group is losing a lot of money by focusing on bad things to a group who targets innocent people. But now they are not naive or slow, they're just wasting time, they're wasting money, they're wasting energy and resources. However, since we're rocking the stock split in this defense tactic, I'm going to use the power players who invest in the stock of our downfall strictly as a defense tactic because they've already invested in our downfall. Which means even though you've already lost money by coming against me when I did nothing to you, now I'm going to give you double for your trouble as I claim the additional plus 10 to resistance because you haven't learned yet and you need to be depleted a little bit more with your shady investments. I know it's not a long-term loss for them since these pricks literally print money out of thin air, but I'm just going to use it for my defense in this one turn. I know we get upset when people lose money, right? Trust me, I can relate, but you all should get in touch with the crack pipe princess or princesses who are giddy and restless regarding wasting money because they always get really excited about their delusional, irresponsible, and reckless behavioral patterns. Maybe even if the stock split boys don't relate to smoking crack from a crack pipe, they can at least relate to being reckless, irresponsible, unreasonable, and arrogant. So they might also lose some sleep. Now let's draw a rune to provide insight and determine the corrupt money machine's fate. Since me playing this defense card was a fated event as I wrote it to happen for them. Now we've got that one coming out. I don't know. Looks like a flag to me. I'm going to put on the screen what it actually means. I don't know the meanings until I look them up, but I should probably memorize them. The flag means like a country. Imagine if you had one country being influenced by another country, and then at first they're like, oh, this is great. We have all our approval is from this one country, and we rely so much on them. But then even the guys who relied on that country don't have their support anymore, and now they're fighting with each other. But it's not like they ever gave a fuck about me when they should have stood up for me. They didn't give a shit. Maybe the other country even cares about me more. Maybe the other country hates me more. I don't know. Either way, I feel like I don't have any friends, but we've got that. Let's see what comes out of that energy. And defense card 3, last but not least, Power Grab, says play this card immediately after your automatic takeover. You may make another automatic takeover of any group or resource. Your turn ends, you get a new action token, but you may do nothing else. Okay, that's an interesting way to end out today's shuffle. Just a card calling back our power. Even though the thing is, our power never went away. People just thought they could take it and use it for themselves. And they chose to steal it. And they chose to abuse the power that they already had. But if somebody was willing to steal from you, that already tells you by default that they are not even capable of handling the responsibility of holding that kind of power, are they? If they were, they wouldn't need to abuse it or steal it. It's good that I got a new action token as well, even though today's shuffle is over. To me, action tokens could be symbolic, meaning that people who have stolen both a lot of money and opportunities from me, I can at least get my action tokens being given to me in this defense draw regarding that. Because even if somebody steals something off of me and they get away with it, I somehow just expect like the universe to help me make that situation right. And the crackhead beauty queens who will never understand that because they're just hooked on the pipe as well as being reckless and irresponsible may not ever understand, but maybe the universe judges them too. Maybe people around them judge them and they don't even realize it. I know I wouldn't want to just fund somebody who has a crack addiction and is reckless, but I'm going to end it there, y'all. Until next time, stay triggered, get some therapy, and try not to smoke too much crack. If you lose complete control over your entire thought process, I wouldn't want you to have to OD from doing too much crack. Have a good one now. Until next time, it's going to be Kimberly Epphone signing out. Thanks for rocking.